Okay, it is March 27th, and here we are still dealing with Mr. Perry's delusion and his mental illness. He's got Huntington's disease. It causes hallucinations, delusion, paranoia, psychosis, impaired cognitive reasoning. 2 plus 2 is not 4 for him. 2 plus 2 for him is zebra. But I think David Robertson is the same. I think Gordy is the same. I think Brody is the same. I think Al is the same. I think Gregory is the same. I think all you people are the same. Mentally ill, retarded fucks. Okay, I don't call people with Down syndrome retarded. They're not held back by anything. Okay, you guys don't understand what we're doing here or why we're doing it. Guess what? Not our problem. Okay, I told Mr. Perry, no. You turned me off. Okay, you make all my skin crawl. First of all, you're a job, but let's just say you weren't. You make my skin crawl. You make me want to throw up. There's nothing sexy about you. There's nothing romantic about you. I don't want a guy who peeps. I would never want a guy like that. That is the biggest turnoff for a woman I've ever heard of in my life. Murder also is another one. Kidnapping is another one. Hostage holding is another one. Okay, we get you got a sadist problem. You're a misogynist, sadistic, sick, twisted little fuck. And a little pussy. Okay, if you weren't doing what we say, you could prove me wrong on fact and not retaliate and not try to murder and not try to kidnap. So we got this stuff today because you will not fuck off and leave me alone. Okay, delusional, I don't like you. No one likes you. Okay, no one's helping you, are they? We're quoting you guys left and right. This is not the half of it. You don't take my son anywhere without there being very severe consequences. When we get intel like this, if it's not to put you in jail, what is it for in your little make-believe world? Your little delusion land, where you sit around and lie to yourselves all day. Okay, and then run around going, how'd she find out about that? How'd she know about that? How'd she get that information? How'd she know to do that? How'd she know not to do that? So our plans don't work. Okay, well, you're under investigation for human trafficking. It started with human rights violations. Your compounds need to be investigated by CPS for medical neglect, nutrition neglect, education neglect, and severe abuse, sexual abuse. You're a bunch of pedophiles. Birds of a feather, Al. Flock together. Richard. Yes or no? Why are you there? Why are you with them? If you're not just as sick and twisted as they are, why are you with them? You know, are you there? Are you them? Are you cops? What are you? Al? Richard? What are you? Okay, stalking is a crime, Charles. I don't like you. I moved 2 times to get away from you. I spent a whole lot of money avoiding you. Okay, I spent $5,000 at Lady Godivis on the damn no-show fines to not have to go to work because you had people there bothering me, like David Robertson and Mickey James and Terry Wagner and Pinto. I don't like you. I wouldn't go out with somebody who tried to kill my son and me. I wouldn't go out with somebody keeping me from my son and then trying to kill him again and again and again and again. Now, if you could prove me wrong on fact, David and Charles, you wouldn't do that, would you? No, you would not. You could just prove me wrong on fact. Okay, you're a fucking rejected delusional stalker. Okay, you're a whack job. You're 10 years past a good time for a butterfly net and a padded cell. Okay, I don't do ghetto either. I don't do broke. I do not do broke. If you do the ghetto thing and I take your money and I made you broke, and if I make a problem bad enough, then she'll call me. I will never call you. Never. In all these years, 15 years, I don't call you, do I? No. You're not good enough. You're not good enough. You fail. You fail every day. That you don't just go be normal and fuck off and leave everybody alone. And don't bother anybody at all. You fail. You're unprofessional. You're beneath me so far you can't even see my feet. You don't have any self-respect. You don't have any dignity, and you have no class. Because people with class, they're Mercedes. They're not ghetto. They're chivalrous. They protect women and children. They don't hurt women and children. They give to women and children. They don't steal from women and children. So for all those reasons, and the murder and the rape, you are good enough for me. I rejected you. I went to a lot of trouble to move twice to get away from you. I sued 3 times. That cost me time and money. To ask a judge to make you fuck off and leave me alone. Okay, your conduct is very offensive, and so you're not going to get the help. We always will. We always have, and you can't even get a name. People with a lot of power are sick and tired of watching you terrorize me and Dennis, and they all want you gone, almost as much as I do. So, we get the help and you don't. Nobody will help you interfere. Nobody will help you, nope, no names for you. No names for you. What does that say? When we make her mad, nothing works. And every time he pisses her off, nothing works. Okay, well, the top of the list of things that piss everybody off is what you're doing to my son and keeping me from him. And I'm broke. Okay, I had money. You took my steak and you gave me your fucking canned food. And I don't do canned food, David. I don't do canned food, Charles. I don't do canned food. Okay, I don't do it. I don't do it. You're not good enough. Okay, just like that, you're not good enough. Okay, you fucked with my college education. You're not good enough. Okay, I don't do that. Nope. I like men who are chivalrous, that support my goals, not impose and force themselves on me. You're a stalker. I've said that since 2011. I left Lubbock and moved to the Dallas area in 2013, November 2013, to get away from you. To get away from you. And to avoid a fight and a conflict. I do not like you. So I rejected you and I left because I don't like you. I don't like peeping toms. There's a reason it's illegal. It's offensive. It is rape. It's nasty. It's not a trophy. It's a disgust. You ought to know that. You're an elected official, aren't you? Or you were. I don't know what you are now. I don't give a shit about that. That has nothing to do with me. What has to do with me is you raped me in the privacy of my home, and I have repeatedly told you to stop, or you're going to be stopped. Stop or you'll be stopped. If they have to do it for you, you're not going to like it. You owe me $3,000 a day for doing that to me, plus $2,000 a day for getting into my phones and my computers and everything. And every day that you continue to do it anyway, after you've been told over and over and over to cease and desist, you can sit to pay that bill and you will pay it. If you can't do it by yourself like a big boy, the guys are happy to do it for you. They're chivalrous. They're more than happy to do that for you. Okay? If not for jail, why are we getting this information? I told you to stay away from my family in 2020. Don't invade my privacy. The guys told you. We all told you. My privacy is not to be invaded by anybody. You don't contact me or my family. I am not to be broke, and I'm not to have problems and loss because of you, and that is all there is to it. Okay, David, when you run around and you say things like, I took her steak and I gave her canned food and she is not to bite the hand that feeds her. I ruined her. I helped Charles ruin her. Now she owes me something. You don't understand what you do in turning people against you. Okay? You do it. We haven't really said much about it, have we? We don't really complain about that much, do we? We do complain about you pretending you think you're the victim, you little pussy. Why do you want to pick on a kid 25 years old? What's it to you? If you didn't do what we said, why are you trying to kidnap him again? What is it? He was in Miami, and then they left him there for days and didn't feed him and didn't give him medicine and didn't get him to the bathroom and didn't, right? Because you told him to, didn't you? And then, so my family goes and takes him to Baton Rouge. I think they were trying to bring him to where I am, or at least where they thought I was, but he had a heart attack or something, or they thought he was going to have a heart attack, so they stopped in Baton Rouge. Then Steve Ziegler took him to New Mexico. Then you kidnapped him from New Mexico and took him back to Baton Rouge. Now he's back in New Mexico. Is this true? And now you're trying to take him back to Baton Rouge? What's it to you if you're not doing what we say and trying to murder him, David? Listen, if you got to pick on people, why don't you pick on me? Why don't you do this right in the public square where everybody can see how you like to pick on women and kids? You little pussy. You little sissy. You think you're tough picking on a woman and a kid 25 years old that you put in the hospital? Do you feel tough acting like that? You feel pretty in that little dress you wear? Your pantyhose fit okay? You little girl? Huh? If you're going to pick on somebody and you guys run around and ask CJ what I do to women that go against me, why don't you tell me to my face? Do it in the public where everybody can hear how you, a man, likes to pick on women and children. And you think that makes you tough. Why didn't you do it? Okay? Show everybody how tough you are picking on women and children instead of a man your age, your size. Right in broad daylight. Huh? Don't sneak around in the dark. Don't hide behind your little computers and your phones, or your little dresses, or your little, your little dollies, or your little poisons and drugs. Do it in broad daylight right in front of the world. Or don't do it at all. Okay, pussy? You little sissy? I have never seen such weakness in my life. You're weak, and you're pathetic. If that is the best you can do with your time all day, is beat down women and children, or a 25-year-old kid who didn't do a damn thing to you at all. You've been bothering him since he was 10 years old, and you have paid, and you don't know that. You're such a fucking retard. You don't know that you're paying. This is how you're paying, David. They're going to use that to put you in jail, because now they have intent right here. Here's Mains Ray. They discuss kidnapping again, and taking him to Baton Rouge again, and hurting him again, and another day without his mom again, and use him to commit a crime against his mom again. Now we have intent. Now we have Mains Ray. It's intimidation, coercion, blah, blah, blah. Witness tampering, obstruction of justice, and so forth. Okay, we have all we need to get a conviction right there just on that one act. Don't we? We've got your malicious aforethought right here, because you talk about it, and the funny thing is you never shut up. You guys say all this stuff, playing all this stuff. We get it. You know we're getting it. You say it anyway. And then sometimes you do it anyway. And you confirm my intel. And now it's evidence of intent. Now we got the actus reus and we got the Mains Ray both. How tough is that, David? How wise is that? Huh? Gordy, face me like a man. If you're too weak to pick on a man your age, your size, and you just gotta pick on women and kids, or 25-year-old kids, or 19-year-old kids, or CJ, who's a 19-year-old and 20-year-old little girl, you can't do any better than that, you little pussy. What happens when you go to prison? What are you gonna do? Huh? What are you gonna do? Get your doll? You gonna get your little dolly and play with your little dolly and hope that saves you? When some big guy twice your size comes and beats the hell out of you because you're a pedophile? And you're a cop killer and a baby killer, huh? And you think it's tough beating on women? Is that what are you gonna do, huh? Hide in the corner and piss yourself and cry? What are you gonna do, tough guy? What are you gonna do? You're just pussy, all of you. You're cowards. Go find a man your age or size and pick on him. Okay? Don't complain when I find out before. Don't. You ask for it. You do every day. You know that's what happens when you do the crime to me, and you do it anyway. Okay? How stupid. It's been this way 15 years. How stupid can you fucking be? How retarded can you be? Charles, I don't like you. No one likes you. Why can't you get that? Okay? Get your retard off me. Get it off me. Okay? Go do something else with your time. Go do something else with your time besides bother everybody. So we got these. Okay, this is what happens with Charles. Contacts me, causes a problem for me, takes my privacy. If he takes something from me like privacy, we took his privacy. See? We just started talking about that. Now is it funny? You take something from me, we take something from you, David. Is that funny? Is that cute? Is that sexy? Is that romantic? We got a couple of congressmen who will sit you down. Since y'all like talking, we got one guy who goes, we want to have a congressional hearing when these guys like talking here. They never shut up. Every contact gets some more. They got to talk anyway. Okay, well, let's give them a public venue to tell everybody how tough they are picking on women and kids. And I want to know why they think that's cute or sexy or romantic or cool or hotshot or tough guy. And they can explain it, because I don't understand. Maybe they ought to explain it for all of America so America can understand what the fuck is wrong with them, that they would do something like that and think that's cute or funny or sexy. Why they laughing at a young man they just tried to murder with turpentine while he's in seizures and convulsing? I want to know why they thought that was funny. I want them to tell all of America, here, sit here. We're giving you a public venue to talk about how tough you are doing shit like that. Here's your microphone. I understand you never shut up. So talk. Tell us, why in the hell did you think that was sexy or cute or romantic or funny? Tell all of America. We want to hear why in the world you thought that. Why in the world you didn't understand what it means that she has that? Huh? How tough it is to beat down women and children. And what? Tell us, since you told this young lady, ask CJ what I do to women who go against me. Why don't you tell all of America? Since you like running your mouth, here's a microphone and here's a venue for you to do it. You need attention? Here's your attention. Now go. Explain why you think that's tough. Explain why you think that's sexy. Explain why you think that's funny or romantic, and why in the world you thought we should tolerate this shit in this country. Explain it. And they're going to do it, okay? Get your speech ready. You like talking, you're going to get to talk. All right? He's a stalker. He's been a stalker since 2011. Here's the thing. When I had to pay, Lady Godiva's charged. Here's the thing about Lady Godiva's. We've got evidence David was in there, his text. Okay, and his texts are threatening me. And I was getting sick, and I'm asking him, are you giving me arsenic and phenobarbital? And he said, yes. Okay, guess who was serving the drinks? Not David. He wasn't behind the bar serving the drinks. Hunter was. Shane Cook. Okay, then I go to Sensations, and he supposedly was fired from Lady Godiva's. And all of a sudden, people start getting sick out there. Girls that weren't human trafficking victims, because they're taking money away from the human trafficking victims that are supposedly owned by Charles Perry and David Robertson and Joe Chadwick. And Hunter was their boy. He was supposed to help pimp those girls out at wherever club, Lady Godiva's or Sensations. Right? Okay. Yes or no? Prove me wrong. Okay, prove me wrong on fact, not by retaliation, not by intimidation tactics, not by acting like a little girl trying to beat up women and children. On fact, Charles. The fact is, I don't like you. Doesn't go both ways. I rejected you and I moved twice. To not have a conflict and not be bothered by you and never have to hear from you again. Okay, so why are you always where I am, and why are you talking to my son and I'm not? He was harmed when he was in your place. And I know you did it on purpose because you changed your story 3 times and we heard you arguing over whether or not to call 911 or let him die. So who has that recording? Who all heard it? You're not going to know until it's too fucking late for you. Okay? You're not going to know until it's too fucking late for you. So, at Lady Godiva's, they got a no-show fine of $50. Okay? Over like, I don't know, a year and a half, maybe 2, I racked up a $5,000 bill. That's how much I was trying to avoid Charles Perry. Okay, who's going to pay me back for that? One of you's going to pay me back for that. My guys will do it, or you can do it. And by the time he finishes with you, it'll be the $5,000 plus interest. Okay? It's a legal process. It'll cost you double, maybe triple. $5,000 isn't that much money, is it? Not for you. It was for me. I'm a single mom trying to raise a kid. Plus, I got to pay for court. So what happens with federal court is I had the ability to file things electronically. You can also serve the other side via email if they consent. Otherwise, you got to do it mail, registered mail, hard copy. Registered return receipt requested. Okay, well, it doesn't cost any money to email, does it? Here I am, a single mom, trying to get a protective order and sue for injuries from a stalker, and don't want to get him off me. In those lawsuits, I'm asking for injunctive orders and protective orders. Judge, please make the bitch leave me alone. Leave me alone. I've already moved twice. I shouldn't have to move again. So, They tell us we're not going to let her service via email. She has to mail it. There's 5 defendants. It costs $10 to do the copies at least, and it costs like another $10 for the by the time you pay for the postage. 5 times I got to do that on 5 defendants. So that cost me time and money. I also had to buy law books, and I had subscribed to case text. And all that costs money. Because I'm not a lawyer. I've never been to law school. I got to figure this shit out. How much? That's money I could have spent taking care of me and Dennis. Not only did I have to pay the $50 no-show fine to avoid Charles at my work, where I have a legitimate reason to be and he doesn't. But I missed out on the income I would have made being there. So if I go to work, let's say it's a slow night, I might come home with $300. If it's a good night, I might come home with, $700, $800, $1,000. So not only did I miss out on that money, I got to pay Joe $50, and it added up to $5,000. That's how bad I was trying to avoid a stalker who's at my work, where I have a legit reason to be and he does not. And Joe didn't exercise due care. He exercised either negligence or intent. In my lawsuit, I allege negligence because that's what I could prove. I believe it was intentional. I believed it was. I might know in my gut. I might know in my head. I might even have information that Joe did this to me intentionally. He allowed me to be harassed at work and would not make the stalker leave. Wouldn't do it. He made me leave. He punished the victim. So that would indicate he's part of it. But I can't prove that in court. What I can prove is negligence. So I sued him for negligence. They don't respond. I file a motion, default motion. We go to court. The judge says, you need to file a different brief. Ms. Ortiz, your brief is not appropriate. I'm not a lawyer. I did the best I could. But here's what we'll do. We'll have James Goodwin. You need to file a motion and address XYZ issues. Cynthia, do you want this motion to be your answer, or do you want to file a different motion? I said, well, I need to see what he says. So I need to see his motion, and then I'll file a different motion based on what he says in his motion. She said, that's fine. Then we'll have a hearing. All of a sudden, it's just dismissed. Who's going to pay me for that? My time. Let me tell you something. You want to talk to my boss? You keep trying to get me fired? My boss won't give you the time of day when you do shit like that to me. And you're talking about taking my son off somewhere so that you can kill him, and you're trying to kill me, and he knows that. He's the one telling me what to eat and drink or not eat and drink. Okay, he's pissed right now. You got a lot of people really pissed at you because you won't fuck off and leave us alone and pay me back what you owe me and get the fuck out of my life. Pay my son for the injury you caused him and get the fuck out of my life. So he won't talk to you. He's pissed. He told you he won't talk to you. He will not. You're not going to talk to him. Okay? So you can't interfere with what we're doing. And here we go. We got more today. Give it back and get out, or we'll get more. But look at this. We got more. All day long. Okay? Can she do that? Listen. I can do that. What you can't do is peep and creep and stalk and sell people and rape women and kill kids or 25-year-olds or me. That you can't do. Murder, assault, and aggravated assault, interference with contracts and commerce, grand larceny with intent to coerce. Because how much? $5,000. That's 5 counts of grand larceny, Mr. Perry. Plus the amount that you that I would have made and didn't because I couldn't go to work, trying to avoid you in a state where you don't live. I'm in a whole different state, bitch. Okay? I'm not part of your daydream. Okay? That's not real to me. Your imagination is your problem, not mine. Okay, when we tell you, this means you're going to jail. We found out before again. You're going to give it back and you're going to get out, or we will do it for you. We'll get more and do it for you. And because of the legal processes involved in that, it will cost you at least double, maybe triple. Okay, had you done what we said 6 years ago before you did all these other additional injuries, imagine how much cheaper that would have been than you bought me this intel with your cover-up money right there. Do you think that's wise? Aren't you an accountant? Okay, we're not kidding. We're going to ruin you. I told you we would. I said you fucked with the wrong people this time. We will ruin you. We'll ruin you. We'll destroy you. No one else does this. No other victim has this, do they? Okay, you fucked with me and my children. I'll ruin you. You fucked with my kids, I'll definitely ruin you. Any parent would. Any parent that's worth a shit at all will kick your ass so hard for going at their kids that you may not get, you'll go down and you won't get up. Okay? We've told you this for years. Things are different now. Life as you knew it is over. I told you that in 2016. You're going to see things you haven't seen before. After that, when he told you give it back and get the fuck out. Give back what you took from her, fix the problems you caused, and get the fuck out of her life. Or I'm going to do it for you. And you said no. We said, fine, suit yourself. Watch this. Now we got your code words. No other victim has that. I have it. Your money bought it. All these names, we got the full names. You contact every problem, every loss, every contact. Every problem, every loss, every contact. Every second you invade my privacy. You take something from me, we take something from you. See? Is that what your objectives are? Your money bought me those names, your cover-up money, and details about your compounds, your sick little fucked up compounds. Those are brothels. Those are not home for unwed mothers. Prove me wrong. There's education neglect, there's nutritional neglect, there's medical neglect, and there's severe abuse and neglect. Kids are getting raped and they're shitting all over the floor, which makes that place smell like the sewer. Oh, and the dead bodies that are decomposing in the back, that also makes it stink, right? Okay, well, there's a lot of elected officials, Charles, that are like, these guys are like Epstein and Roger Ailes and all that. Okay, if I made a mistake on Roger Ailes, thinking he might just be the victim of slander, and I'm making a big thing of it, and then here comes Gretchen Carlson, and she's got recordings. Oh shit! Now I look stupid. Now I look like a dum-dum because I just took his word for it. I didn't, there's a thing Reagan said, trust but verify. Oh, okay. And then Jeff Epstein, everybody just thought he was always going to get away with it, and he did until he didn't. Right? I'm not doing that with these people. These people are death. They stink. They got a stench. They got a stigma. Okay, so it's like walking into a morgue. You walk out and you get this smell. It never comes off. It's very hard to get that smell of death off you. I'm not having that on me. It's not going to happen. I'll tell them what they want to hear, so they'll shut up and go away. How many people do that? How many people do that? You think you know everything. Let's see. Do you? How many people do that? You really think when you go around murdering everybody and you intimidate and you threaten and you harass all the time, and I'll take your money and I'll make you go broke and I'll false arrest you, just like I did to her, Mike Neely. I'll kill you. Yeah. You better buy me. Oh my God. I don't think we will. Not this time. Things are different. Now there's another option. Now there's more choices. Maybe they weren't there before. They're definitely there now. What does it say? You don't like her finding out beforehand? No. We think you're full of shit, because if you didn't like that, you'd leave her alone. Her people are very methodical, very strategic, and they know they took the time to figure out what everybody else wants. It's not this. So guess what's going to happen? She'll find out again tomorrow, and she'll know what to do tomorrow, and your plan won't work. And it's been that way every day since he said that in 2023. And you guys get shocked and dismayed like you just can't believe it. But why? You should expect it now. What kind of dum-dum doesn't expect it after 15 years? You're seeing things you haven't seen before. We told you that's what would happen. Every day that you're peeping and creeping. Every day you take from me. Every day I'm broke. Every day Mike Neely's in jail. Every day I'm not with my son. Every problem, every loss. Guess what happens? Oh, we get more and more. Look at all that. And more and more. They're going to use it to put you in jail, so there's no more taking. There's no more problems. There's no more suffering. There's no more loss. And it's not up to you, and we don't care if you understand. We really don't care if you're so dumb you can't understand what we're doing. How is that our problem? Okay, this, when a woman's trying to get a protective order against you, that's a good indication she doesn't like you. Retard. When she moves twice to get away from you, that's a good indication she doesn't like you, retard. When I pay $5,000 in no-show fines, rather go into work, that's a good indication I don't like you. You make my skin crawl. So, if you misrepresent that fact one more time, all hell will come down up on your head like you have never seen in your life. You talk to my son one more time, all hell will come down on your head like you've never seen in your life. You have my word, I promise. You leave me and my family alone. You give back what you took and you get the fuck out, or the guys will get more and they'll do it for you and you will go to jail. Well, you're going to go to jail anyway. It's just how many years did you want to, people have to read through just the charges. Charles, it's not even discovery. It's like 80 boxes they got typed up ready to file. Any day now. It could be today, it could be tomorrow, it could be next month. I mean, when? When are they going to pull the plug? Everybody wants you gone. That's why we get the help and you don't. You don't have one name. Look at all those names. Your money bought me that. You got my boss's name? You do not. He will not give you the time of day. Okay, people are not going to help you if you're pissing them off. I'm not with my son, so he and I are both pissed. You're still continuing to bother him and hurt him. He and I are really pissed. I'll scratch your eyeballs out. You start going at my kids. I'll scratch them out. Okay, you like taking people's eyesight? Well, what if we take yours? And I'm using it as a metaphor. But clearly you can't see anyway. See, you could see that. I don't know these people, Charles. These are not my people. These are your people. I don't know them. I've not met them. If I did, they didn't walk up and tell me I'm Mr. Bincore. I'm part of Charles Perry's human trafficking business. They didn't say that. Hi, I'm Richard. Hi, I'm Al. We're part of Charles Perry's human trafficking business. They didn't tell me that. So, somebody got me those names of people I've never met. Same thing with Gordy. What we heard with Gordy is he's telling my son, we really needed you, Dennis, to commit the crime of coercion with us. Okay, do you know what it means when you're trying to get someone else to commit a crime for you? Yeah, that's a no-go, Gordy. That's a no-go. And you did it to my kids, so your eyeballs are coming out, metaphorically. They're coming out. So, I mean, you need to face me like a man, you little pussy. Don't hide. Face me like a man. Okay? Are you scared of me? I'm a woman. Are you too weak to pick on a man your age, your size? You gotta pick on girls? And on top of that, Gordy, I'm 56. I'm a little old lady. I'm a little old granny. So, I'm almost 60 years old. Okay? You feel tough picking on a granny? Wow, didn't get any more weak than that. Doesn't get any... And a 20-year-old little girl. Ask CJ what I do to women who go against me. What do you do? Tell me what you do to women who go against you. Tell me, to my face, in broad daylight. You want some attention? You want everybody to see how tough you are picking on women? Do it in broad daylight, right in front of everybody. Make a show of it. Make a scene. Okay? You like attention, huh? So, I mean, we're not kidding around with this. We're not kidding. How can you read this and think we're kidding? How can you read this and think we're kidding? So Gordy tells my son, we did something to almost kill you, and now you're in the hospital and you need a wheelchair. We're not going to give you a wheelchair. We heard my aunt bought him a walker and you took it away from him. You don't have that right. So the guys will make you pay for that. And then we'll sit you in in front of a congressional hearing before the whole world, and you can explain why you thought that was tough or funny. Okay? Don't do anything you don't want out in a congressional hearing. They're already working on it. And they're not going to tell you a fuck thing about it. They're not going to tell you or anybody they think might tell you anything about it. Just boop, there it is. We've been working on this for years. Okay. I mean, that's the way it is. They want to know why a criminal would do the things the criminal does. What is the mechanism in that criminal mind that would cause them to do things that abhor the rest of us, that disgust and repulse the rest of us? Why would they do that? And how is that related to terrorism and human trafficking and terrorism? Are they becoming one and the same now? Are they the same? I mean, you tell us. You're going to have to explain all that. We want to understand your thinking. You're using bioweapons. You're using weapons of mass destruction. Saddam Hussein used poison to poison his own people. So are you. Over his, ideology, and you got your Satanist. You got your ideology. What's the Brotherhood? Is that the name of your satanic cult? Aren't you satanic cult people? Prove you're not. We heard you are. Prove you're not. Don't you do witchcraft and seances over me using Geppetto, your witch? Oh, I heard one of your witches told you when you first did that. He can pay me. This woman has made up her mind. She's a Christian. This only works on people who haven't made up their mind. And because she's already made up her mind, all it's going to do is piss her off. And every time she gets pissed off, they get intel. Her people get mad and everybody starts working and talking and they get intel. So that's the only thing that's going to happen out of my involvement here. Because if he's that stupid, I'll take his money, laugh all the way to the bank, and do what he tells me to do. I mean, he's insisting. Okay, so we got all, So Gordy tells my son, we needed you to make your mom look crazy and help us get her in the psych ward, and you failed. So you can't have a wheelchair. So you're going to pay for that, Gordy, all of it. Whoever took his walker, you're going to pay for that. You guys, all the stuff you've done to him, you're going to pay for it. Okay, right now you're paying with intel. We're going to use intel to put you in jail. It doesn't matter what you think. It doesn't matter what you believe. It doesn't matter what you can understand. Or you're a little too slow and you can't understand. That's not my problem. Never has been, never will be. Okay, stalking is a crime, Charles. I told you to fuck off. I said fuck off. And that's what I meant. And I have help. And they're doing things you've not seen before. We're going to ruin you. Okay? Leave everybody the fuck alone. Go home to your family. Crochet with your grandkids, cuckoo bird. Then you won't need a lie and a cover-up, will you? You embarrassed the hell out of me with your weirdo. You embarrassed me with it. Okay, so we got all this because every problem, every loss, every contact, loss of privacy, loss of time with my son, loss of an eyelash. And David, when I say that, he laughs, but then he sure does complain when I get more out of that, and his money bought it. It's interesting, David, that you really complain. We think you like it, because if you didn't like it, you'd stop. Okay, nobody does the same thing for 15 years every day, all day long. if they don't like the results they get. And you get the same results every time you do it to me. How many times we got to say it? You get caught when you do it to me. It's different than the other victims, but it's the same every time you do it. This is easy concepts, David. Cause and effect, same, different. And then we get it before, not after, most times. Not always, but most times. This is easy. This is daycare level thinking, David. Cause, effect, same, different, before and after. And we repeated that over and over. We say it, then we show you, then we say it, then we show you, then we say it, then we show you, then we say it, then we show you. Because you're endangering people's lives, I can do a whole lot more than you might think I could. Don't you ask, can she do that? If you think something's inappropriate, you go to court and you deal with it in court like everybody else. After your arrest, deal with it in court like everybody else. Okay, you can whine and cry and do your sob story there. Everyone else is sick of hearing it. That's why we get the help and you don't. And because you terrorize and terrorize and terrorize and murder and rape and take things that don't belong to you and make women and children broke, we get the help. You don't get even a name. Not even one. Because you kidnap and try to murder and hold hostages in your ghetto, we get the names, not you. And it has always been that way, and it will always be that way. Okay, what he told you to do, you got one person you can talk to, my boss, who's authorized to answer your questions. If it's not on Facebook or the blog or in one of your emails or in a podcast, you don't get to ask the question of anybody but the boss. And he will not give you the time of day till you give it back and get the fuck out. And we've been telling you that for 6 years. We say it, then we show you, then we say it, then we show you. You're on high horse. The world sees you guys much differently than you see yourselves. Again, not my problem. Not at all. Okay? That's your problem. So we got this here. This blog is 418 pages of what happens when you invade my privacy, when you contact me or my family, when you cause a loss or a problem for me, and every day that I'm broke, and every day I'm not with my son, and every day you peep and creep, and every time you lie in court, under oath, and every time you run around and you cause, Mike Neely's in jail. I told you a long time ago, you better get him out of jail, because if we have to do it, you're going to have some problems. You're not going to like it. So, Charles, if you contact me, I always get more. I don't want to hear it. I don't care what you think. Whack job. You see me going down to the mental hospital asking those people what they think. You belong in a padded cell. You're 10 years past a good time for a butterfly net in a padded cell. So I sure shit don't care what you think. Didn't ask. I think you need to mind your own business. If you need information, ask your attorney. Don't ask me. It makes me mad. Don't ask me or my son for help with anything, because I promise you, they'll come after you for that. Leave everybody alone. They'll come after you for that. You leave everybody alone. I told you to pay him for the injury you caused him. Give me back what you owe me and get out. Or they'll get more and do it for you. You're giving us more to get, though. That's the thing. Aren't you? If you didn't like the results that you're getting, you'd stopped a long time ago. So you have to like getting caught because you got nothing else. Literally, you have nothing else. Your money bought me 418 pages of this information right here. Compound details, stuff you said you didn't want anybody knowing about. Millions of dollars for a cover-up that got us everything, right? Almost. Okay, well, I mean, you do what you do. No one can stop you. It's your choice. Live with it. But I don't like you. Don't you tell them. If you misrepresent facts that there's some sort of relationship, there's not a relationship, you delusional whack job. Why is it you're not embarrassed by that? That you go around saying things, it's bizarre. It's not fact. I don't like you. I rejected you. It didn't go both ways. You repulse me. You always have. What did I tell him? He makes my skin crawl. Okay, I've moved twice. That ought to do it right there. Okay? Then I tried 11 times to get a judge to make you leave me alone by injunctive order or protective order. You had to buy your way out of it. That's another little clue. I don't like you. Okay? I'm telling this guy. He's offering to pay me $5,000 for sex. I didn't negotiate. I didn't say, well, maybe I'll do it if you pay me a little more. It's a flat out, straight up, hard, oh, fuck that, no. The guy creeps me out. And this guy says, take the 5 and be creeped out. No, no thank you. So, it was a hard no, wasn't it? Can you not understand what people say? Can you not understand what's happening? Huh? Stop bothering me with your stupid. I hate that. I fucking can't do it. I can't. I'm not a special ed teacher. I don't have the patience for it. I'm really, really, really good at sting ops. But dealing with people who are mentally slow, I cannot do it. I can't do it for 5 minutes. I don't even want to try. Especially not you. Especially not you. Then, it doesn't mean that we have this. Mr. Perry has not a clue. None of them do. If they knew, they wouldn't bother me ever again. None of them would. Okay, what am I telling her? What combination of words do I use to get the guy to fucking leave me alone? Does that sound like somebody who's in love? No. Charles, if you contact me, I will get more and I'll ruin you with it. And you just did it again. Don't contact me. I don't want to help you and I don't want to hear from you. I want to ruin you. I will ruin you. Nobody's gotten closer to that than we have. Don't forget who it is you're talking to. We're not friends. I don't like you. I don't like you. Fuck off. Can you understand what I just said? Get your special education teacher or your attorney, somebody. Okay, so I'm like, what combination of words do I... He's hurting me and my family. This was in 2017. He won't fuck off. He's hurting me and my family. What combination of words do I use to make him go away? Look at that. Retard can't understand what I was saying. Go away. He wants to be governor. What, monkeys at the zoo? I mean, that's all you're qualified for. Okay, what do I tell her here? I'm worried that he'll hurt me and my family. She says she's done everything she can to avoid him. Okay, there's nothing there. Okay, it's in your head. You look like a whack job. You look like a fucking whack job. Be embarrassed like everybody else would be. If, I don't know how many different... Do not misrepresent the facts anymore. I don't like you. And that's the bottom line right there. I've accused you of stalking since 2011. I moved in 2013. I mean, this goes way back. I tried to get the first protective order. Didn't ask for money. All I asked for is, judge, make him leave me alone. That's it. In 2015. So, this is not new. This is old. Stop lying. Stop bullshitting yourself and everybody else. A lot of people are starting to get irritated with that. Okay? Getting very, very irritated because you're treating them like you think they're stupid, like you, and they're not. Okay? You're the only ones as stupid as you. Okay? No one else is as stupid as you. People tell you what you want to hear, so you'll shut up and go away. Although they kill people that don't say what they want to hear, so I'll say what they want to hear. I'm not going to get murdered. How many times does that happen every day? Yeah, a lot more than you think. So, is everyone clear on my position? Is it not enough money that me and Dennis did without, so that I could go to court to try to get this bitch off my back? And move twice and avoid work. I've avoided work. Charles, if you contact me, I will get more, and I will ruin you with it. I don't want to hear from you. I want you to fuck off. You mind your own business. Okay? I don't want to talk to you. I don't care what you think. Didn't ask. You fuck off. You little bitch. Fuck off.
Okay, I don't care.
Leave me alone.
All you want.
I don't want proof of this. Please.
Okay. The conduct is offensive. That's why it's a crime. Okay, if you sit there and you think it's funny and you think it's cute, like I said, there's probably going to be a congressional hearing very soon that you can explain why you thought that. Because no one else thinks that. No one else thinks what you're doing is cute or romantic or funny or sexy. So when he gives you, you like attention and you like, talking and you never shut up. So when you get in front of the world and you get your public venue where you can tell everybody how much attention you really want and you want to talk because you never shut up, you can explain why you think it's sexy to act like this man and harass me all day and threaten me all day and then ask for help with information. And you do it every day, all day long. Prove you're not.
Leave me alone.
Hey, men, leave women the fuck alone. When they're in public, when they're doing anything, You don't have the right to their attention. You don't have the right to step into their personal space. You don't have the right to them, especially if they're making it very clear they don't want to be talked to. But even when they're not, unless a woman is giving you enthusiastic and continuous body language and signs that she wants to talk to your ugly dumbass, then leave her the fuck alone. Find a date a different way. Okay? It's not clever. It's not cool. It's not cute. It's garbage. It's absolute garbage behavior. And you're a garbage person if you do it. I don't care if it's in public. It doesn't fucking matter. You don't have the right to her, and you need to leave her alone. And this is Bacon.
Okay.
That's okay. I don't care.
Leave me alone.
Okay, there are, at this link, 5 videos, Charles, indicating people are disgusted with stalking. That's why it's a criminal act. You go to jail. If you can't control yourself, you go to jail, sir. You go to jail. So anybody can listen to these videos. They're linked on here on this first post that I'm sitting here showing. With all the names, okay? They're linked a lot. Anybody can look at them and go, "Oh gosh, maybe people won't like me if I do things people don't like stalk and harass." Maybe that's why nobody will give me even a name of her supervisor, much less everything else they have. Maybe that's what I'm getting told on all the time, because my conduct is making people want to throw up and they want somebody to stop me. And I can't control myself. You ever have those thoughts? Mr. Perry, I don't want you to contact me. I want you to get out of my life. Get out of my life. Get out of it. Leave everybody alone. Or, never mind, let the guys do it for you, okay? You just made your choice. You just got it. You asked for it, you got it. Don't complain about it when they do it. You're not going to like it.